Hello and welcome to Big. When I went to Western I said I was coming somewhere big, and I haven't been here in 3 years. I don't even have to say the name, do I? It's in the title. It's Thorpe Park. And I'm going to do a Hyperia single rider now. It's on 45 minutes. It tends to go on and off during the day, like queue times tend to go down, up and down. Single rider though, I feel like won't be that bad with a 45-minute queue normally. So yeah, here we go. Is Nemesis going to be overtaken? It's time to find out. And yeah, I can't. I feel like I'm that excited that I'm not acting excited, but this could be my number one coaster in the country. Depends on whether I like it, I guess. But yeah, just looking at it, weirdly, it doesn't look as big as Big One. I can see what people mean. It's because the supports, there's a bit of forced perspective on it, I think. And I want to get out of the sun, so hopefully it's windy up there. Although I'm probably more likely to get sunburnt, so maybe it's not a good thing. But yeah, we've got Colossus and Stealth for the first time as well. I'm here for 2 days. Let's get on Hyperia. And next time I see, I could have a new number one. Right then, I've just come off Hyperia. I don't know what to say, to be honest, because I mean, it is a great coaster. It's a really good coaster. I definitely need to, because it wasn't what I was expecting, and I think I need to give it another go to really get that. It's really intense. I did actually grey out on an element. I don't know if that was because of the sun as well, though. Yeah, it's quite forceful and then slow, and then forceful and then slow. The airtime's more ejector, and I much prefer floater, to be honest. And I was thinking with the amount of airtime on this, it's going to be more floaty, but it's not. It is a fantastic ride. It's definitely something I need to come back on. At the moment, it's my number 3 coaster. Nemesis is still my top, and then Icon, and then this, because I think, yeah, Icon, I like the launches, I like the pacing. It's very consistent with it, and the airtime's a lot more, I don't want to say it's floaty, but I think there are definitely a few elements where it is airtime that I definitely prefer the sensation on than this, to be honest. This one, I didn't find it rough or rattly or anything. It's not that, it's just that I don't know if it's as much of my kind of coaster than the other two. Like, the force isn't sustained as long as it is on Nemesis, so I haven't got that fast-paced, high-force thing. Like, I don't know. I am impressed by it, and I think it is a great ride. I don't know if it's quite my personal taste of favourite coaster in the UK. It's not really what I was expecting. Like I said, going on knowing what to expect, I think I prefer it. It is incredible, and thinking about it, it is incredible. I definitely need to do it again, really. This is my tallest and fastest coaster I've ever done. But yeah, I think it's my number 3 at the moment, which is quite different to what I was expecting, but it's because the ride is different. It's not because it's bad, it's because it's different. Now I know what to expect, maybe I need to do it again. Right then, am I prepared to be controversial? Yes, I am. This is better than Hyperia. I think I'm missing something with Hyperia. I really am. Maybe it was riding a little bit worse when I did it. It's a great coaster, and maybe on a re-ride knowing what to expect I'll enjoy it. But this, it's so smooth. It's got good forces to it, a lot of like breeze in your face. Because you feel quite open on it. I mean, yeah, this is my new number 3, and Hyperia just got number 3. And I know I have done this before, but I couldn't remember much. Smooth, consistently fast. It doesn't slow down at any point. And yet it has the hang time at the top, and then it gradually builds up the speed, and I actually prefer that. But it's either personal preference, or I'm missing something. Hyperia is not riding quite the same there, but, well, I'm always contrary, so I kind of like it. But yeah, my number 3 coaster's changed twice today already. I've just done Ghost Train. It's good. I don't have... The storyline maybe is a little bit hard to follow in places, But I didn't like Derren Brown. My VR didn't work the first half, it did the second half, but this is better than PlayStation 2 Demon Jump Scare, you know. It's got actors. I think there's about 4 actors on it. That's it. Well, yeah, there's 4 actors, at least when I did it. So, pre-show's still using the projection. There's a lot more like movement with animatronics in there though, like the clicker board with all the different times, and the soundtrack is a little bit repetitive. That's the only problem with the pre-show. Classic. I need to do this at some point. Yeah, so that, you know, it was good. I think the soundtrack's a little bit repetitive, but it is a good soundtrack. It's Imus score and everything. So yeah, that was, you know, a decent element of the experience. They're using the projection. You've got the station master, and basically the storyline is you've got Thorpe Junction, which is the station you're at, and there's an abandoned train station called Chapel Station, which you're not allowed to stop at, because if you do, it's possessed by these demons that let the inferior beauty go past. Not as good as Nemesis. Basically, yeah, it's possessed by these people that have basically done these rituals, and also who have kind of been risen from the dead, basically. So you go, the effect is still the same, although the illusion's not quite there anymore, because the exterior of the train at the entrance is supposed to be the same as the interior, which doesn't really make much sense to me, but they couldn't really remove that exterior, so I get it. Then you get on the train. We waited in the waiting room for about 30 seconds probably. There's just like a radio thing going on, and then onto the ghost train, and it was a good experience. I noticed that the actors, because apparently one of the actors is supposed to be playing this nice, bubbly personality, and then the other one's a bit more serious and like with a deep voice and scary. That wasn't the same. They were both sort of a bit threatening. So yeah, that was that scene. The train there is quite short. You get off, you go into the crypt, which is very like 13. You've got an animatronic wraith, the animatronic that flies above. It's very much like The Haunting, or Curse at Alton Manor, actually. It's probably the same effect as Curse at Alton Manor, because it opened the same year. Yeah, so that was great, you know, loads of sound effects and things in there as well, like loud noises and things. You know, it's not really... So it's basically, it's like a dungeon. I think the age limit on there could be 10, to be honest, like a dungeon, really. But yeah, so you've got that, and the staff are possessed, but they're kind of already supposed to be quite threatening. So yeah, they're possessed, and then you've basically got on the train on the way back, and they're acting a bit, you know, they're actually still possessed. All the lights are flickering. The train's painted all a bit grubby as well, so that when the lights are flickering it looks abandoned. And then you've got 15 minutes! Right. I was going to do this anyway because it was on half an hour, but don't mind if I do. UK's, well, the world's fastest accelerating coaster. Here we go. So yeah, I'll get onto the review after because I need to get on this right now, otherwise it's going to get a longer queue again. Yeah, okay. Oh, I've wanted to get on this for so long. And it's intense. Like the launch, I didn't notice it on Rita. My chest feels really like I've never noticed it on Rita, but yeah, I really got that. It's kind of you feel the pressure on your chest on the launch, especially near the end. And I felt it a bit like on the brakes as well. It really sort of bedded in. But no, like it's slightly rattly, but the launch, I feel, is going to be addictive on this, and that may make it my favourite ride here. Because like I said, Hyperia wasn't what I was expecting. I don't exactly want to sound disappointed. I just feel like it's a great ride for what it's trying to do, but for me it's not my exact taste in coasters. It's not my perfect ride, you know. But something like this, honestly, I need to do that again. Unfortunately, my photo, one of the screens wasn't working, and my photo was the one on the screen that wasn't working. I'll definitely come back on there. I mean, what's the queue? It's on half an hour. It said 15, and then I got to a sign and it said 15 minutes from this point. I'm not sure, but honestly, I thought this was going to be my baby after today, because this was the one that I knew I was going to have a special place for, because it's short, and I know that my type of ride isn't short, but it just packs a punch from beginning to end. It never slow. Well, it does, to be fair, on the slow down on the top hat. I was on the back row though, and that may be my favourite coaster here. It's either that or Swarm. It's very close, and it's hard to decide. But I haven't done Colossus yet though. Never. Like that. This is my first time on Stealth, and I've never done Colossus either. Colossus will be my final Intermin coaster in the UK, just like Hyperia is my last Mac as well. But what can I say? Stealth, one of my new babies, I think. And yes, I did completely forget to finish my review on the ghost train. Yeah, you basically, the nuns, I feel like they're supposed to be the people who've been resurrected. That's what I took from it. And then yeah, you get off the train and through that. Unfortunately, they're not running the fake gift shop, which I'm gutted about. I don't think they've run that since the year it opened, which is a shame. Is a shame, but you know, it was my favourite bit of Darren Brown's, but you do go through and it looks a bit barren because the lights are on. You can see there's supposed to be something in there because all the screens are still turned on as well, but it just, I don't know, it's a shame, it is a shame, but it's still a great dark ride, still a massive improvement on Darren Brown's Ghoster. That was terrible, that was. The theming's a lot better, it uses the ride system a lot better, I think. And I feel like when I did it then with the VR, I felt the moving forward more, because the ride system has a transfer track, so the train slides sideways, which obviously isn't natural, and then it moves forward and it speeds up a bit so you can feel it. I didn't feel the move. I think that was because I was distracted, whereas with the VR, you're not seeing anything in real life, so you really, you're using your other senses, and it really threw me off. But yeah, Stealth's the focus of today, honestly. That was I was actually looking forward to that most, because I couldn't do it last time. I was gutted. 3 years and I'm on it, and it might be my favourite ride in the park, honestly. Now I've just done The Walking Dead, and there was a sign outside saying there were actors in there, and there weren't, unfortunately. Although 3 people in the single rider queue straight on, so I can't complain about that at all. Right then, let's have a look at the photos. So yeah, it's a great coaster. There's some good theming in there. It's really smooth. There's a few little jolts, but it's fairly old now, so that's completely fine. It's a bit more of an experience kind of thing. Here we go. Right, I'm gonna get my photo. There we go. Yeah, my photo is quite funny on that because I'm just like smiling directly at the camera, which is not really how I expected it to look. But yeah, it's got an interest. Like the pre-show, it's quite short, to be fair. I don't know in terms of dark rides. I think I do prefer this. The only issue with this is, and it's a safety thing, so they can't help it. It's a lot brighter in there than I remember. There's a lot of emergency lights, and you can just see the pyramid on the inside, and you can see the coaster track and stuff, which people had said when this opened. So I don't think. I think it was like that last time I came. It was just that I didn't remember it being like that. But yeah, I mean, it's a great coaster. I think the walk-through sections are probably better themed, although there are some basic animatronics around there that make you feel like you're in a Wetherspoons. Moving on, but yeah, there's some basic animatronics in there. I did get one jump scare, but it was at the end, and it was because I didn't realise there was an animatronic on the one side because I couldn't remember that bit from last time I came here. And yeah, it's another coaster, isn't it? I've still got Colossus to do before I've done all the coasters here, and today I haven't done Inferno and Soar either in terms of the big coasters. But yeah, honestly, it's fine. This park does need a better dark ride than what they have got. But I do think this was maybe better than X. It's certainly get another horror ride, which there's a lot of here. They need like a Curse Alt Manor style, you know, keep it spooky but not just horror. Because these horror rides, they're not scary, they're more theatrical. And I get what people are saying. But yeah, I've done the two good dark rides here now. And yeah, it's a good coaster. It's solid. It adds to the lineup, its capacity, and it is just a dark ride in general, and it's decent, you know. And I've just got off of Saw the Ride, and honestly, again, I remember the last time I didn't find it rough. It's great. It's honestly great, and I think it's very sharp with some of the elements, but I know that people have said they get Gerstay, because it's called an ache from a Gerstlauer manufactured coaster, basically, a headache. But I didn't get that. I was kind of leaning forward the whole time I'm there. It's nice to see these rotors, but you don't really see that when you're on the ride though, or I didn't really get. It's because you get whipped down the drop because it's just straight off the lift hill, and it's a vertical lift as well. Yeah, it's a great coaster. I think, like I said, I don't feel like it's aged badly. I think it's just that the transitions on the track have always been really sharp. The airtime hill's still really good as well, I remembered that. But apart from that, the indoor section, because the drop, and the indoor drop, is near vertical. It's not very tall, but you do get, that was the bit that really caught me by surprise last time I did it, because I didn't realise how steep it was. It is a great little thing. There's also a body that squirts water. I was on the wrong side of the train for that, but I did see the water coming out. Yeah, it's solid. It's not as good as Hyperia. I was worried this was going to be another controversial one, but no, I think this is currently my number 4, but that could change. But yeah, it's just solid. It's more ejector, but it's quite fast paced, and it's more the sharp turns than actually being rough, I think. But I don't know, whatever you think of it. Right then, I've just got off of Colossus. It's pretty smooth. Like, I think the corkscrews are a little bit jolty, but I was kind of bracing and leaning forward a bit and kind of didn't mind it. Honestly, this is solid. I think this is my number 4 at the park. I think my ordering is Stealth, Swarm, Hyperia, Colossus, Soar. Although Nemesis, I haven't done Nemesis Inferno yet, so maybe that'll be number 4. I think I have done it before, obviously just not today. And then Walking Dead, because as a coaster, it's not amazing. You know, it's a family-friendly kind of thing. But yeah, Colossus, solid. Like, it's just, I didn't find it headbangy really. I think because I was kind of bracing for some of the. Oh yeah. The over the shoulder row smoother on this bit than thick, definitely, and then it feels a bit faster. So I think if this had clamshell lap bars, it would be a lot better than thick. I think it's probably on the same level now, to be honest. But yeah, and I do wish it had the steeper first drop, but obviously I like them keeping the original first drop just because you can see how it's evolved. But yeah, I don't think they need to retract that because the rest of the layout's faster. But yeah, that's my final Intamin cred in the UK as well. Yeah, I think I'm going to go around in a Vortex because it's only on 20 minutes, I think. Vortex? I bet Quantum's quite not that bad, but I wanted a Vortex because it's a ride. I know I've done an Afterburner before, but you know, it's kind of a bit of a forgotten flat ride in a way. But all these are basically travelling type rides that they've just themed up, you know. Alton Towers could do with looking at one of their sister parks, couldn't they? But yeah, here we go. Flat ride corner. Yeah, had a mock of Walking Dead. Again, single rider. Imagine if Walking Dead becomes the most ridden coaster at the park, and I don't even enjoy it necessarily because of the coaster. It's there we go. And there we go. I've done Vortex, which I don't know. I mean, it was good. It does have some quite good force. It's got the same sort of clunky restraints as in like the way they move side to side, like Maelstrom, which is very weird. It feels really weird. But yeah, I think at the end, like at the end of the side, I started to feel a little bit nauseous, and that's unusual. But I think it was just the spinning like at a low level, like slightly swinging, was just a bit off-putting. I don't know. But I think I'd still do it again. I don't know what I'm going to do now. I could do Detonator. Basically, yeah, drop towers are terrifying. I might do it, I don't know. Or I could do something. I'll see what stealth's on. If stealth's like 25 minutes again, I might just stealth. But if it's not, and Detonator's been walk on all day, so I could do Detonator. I might have just come off Detonator next time I film a little segment, so yeah. Okay, change of plan. I'm not doing Detonator, I'm not doing stealth either. I could have done Inferno because it's only on half an hour. However, Samurai is only on 15 minutes, so seems good. Yeah, Vortex was on 20, and I say it was 20 as well. But yeah, that was the thing I didn't mention when I did Colossus. It was pretty much, I got on it was 20 minutes. I don't know if I don't think it had broke down. I think it just was, yeah. Yeah, I don't think it had broke down. I think it was just quiet that time. I don't know why. I know Saw had broke down. I don't know if maybe people had just sort of not come to this area. But yeah, Samurai. And then probably KFC. And then I might do, if Ghost Train's still open, because I know it broke down just. I might do that, because I need to do something gentle, and there's not many. I could do Flying Fish actually, and then there's only Nemesis Inferno that I need to do in terms of coasters. And yeah, I haven't done Hyperion again. I will do it again. It's only because I haven't had a chance. It's not because I don't enjoy it. I do enjoy it. It's a great, impressive coaster. It's just that I think for audiences that like what type of ride it is going to be miles in front of all the other coasters in the UK. But for someone, because I prefer something fast-paced and no sort of breaks, but also longer. And I don't think Hyperion really does that for me. But yeah, like if I had that taste in rides, it'd be incredible. But for me, some of it really works, but some of it doesn't as much. That's basically like Swarm is so different. That's more my kind of ride, which isn't. It's not that much longer really, but anyway, it looks like Samurai's really quiet. Hopefully this doesn't make me feel as nauseous as Vortex. I think it was only the end of the cycle. Yeah, this should be all right. And then yeah, I could do Inferno if it goes down to 20. I'll definitely do it, but. Okay, right, I have to refilm this bit. Samurai just broke down. Everyone seems to have left the queue. They said if you're at the back of the queue, then go somewhere else. If you're at the front, then maybe wait. And I'd only been there for about 5 minutes, so I thought, yeah, check the queues. Nemesis Inferno's on 25 minutes. So hopefully I'll get there in time, and it'll still be on that. Well, maybe less if I'm very lucky. To do the penultimate coaster. I haven't done Flying Fish yet. I might do that after KFC. And then yeah, I've done all 7 coasters. And I just realised I said 7, 8. 8 coasters. Yeah, there used to be 7 obviously for a while, because they put 5 coasters in really close together, and then there was a massive gap. And before Hyperion, so yeah, 8. Okay, well, I didn't get over in time, and it's now on 35, which isn't that bad, but I just don't think I've got time at the moment. So I could, like I said, I could do Detonator, but I'm not going to. I might do it tomorrow. I'm going to do Flying Fish because it's a coaster, I guess, and it's on 15 minutes. So then I'll only have Inferno left to do then. So hopefully I'll get on Inferno. I mean, the park is open till 7, and it's now like something past 4. So if I do Flying Fish, then I can have KFC and then do something, you know. I mean, I might be, by the time I've got in the queue for Inferno, I'll be fine. And someone's just walking on the midway down there. The Canada Creek Railway, still a bit of it left down there. Yeah, I could actually, because it's here, because I haven't got to walk, because I've just walked back and forward. I'm going to do single rider on Walking Dead, I think, instead. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Just done my 7th coaster here, and yeah, Flying Fish. It says 5 minutes. I don't know if it is. It said 10 minutes when I went on, and it was walk on, so I don't know. But honestly, 5 lap special. So basically, there's 2 settings that are pre-programmed on this. 2 laps or 3 laps, basically. And the operator ran it on the 3 laps and then let us go around again for another 2. So that was great, honestly. It's a classic here. It's the oldest coaster at the park, and it is a standard Mack powered coaster. There's a couple of quite sharp moments on there. Rhombus Express is my favourite powered coaster, but this is still great, and this is genuinely one of the most fun rides I've had. Just pure fun. You know, it doesn't have to be thrilling for you to have well, it's not a whale, it's a fish of a time. Oh god. On a coaster, anyway. Yeah, and it looks like they've redone the entrance as well. This side looks like it's been replaced. So yeah, another coaster ticked off. No, it's only Inferno. I have just had KFC, so I don't know if I want to do Inferno straight away. I might do... I'll see. I might do Ghost Train again if it's quiet, because I genuinely think it's alright. It's not... Yeah, it's not as good as Castle Manor or Hex or anything, but it's a middle dark ride now, I think. Then I've just done Nemesis Inferno, and honestly, I am pleasantly surprised. I think the thing is, I enjoyed this when I did it, and then the more I thought about it, the more I did original Nemesis, the worse I thought of it. It's not that bad. It's smoother than Nemesis. It is smoother, because I don't really notice the rattle on Nemesis Reborn, but this does feel smoother. Like, the rattle doesn't take away from the original Nemesis, I think, because it's so fast-paced, and this doesn't... It does lose the pacing at moments earlier in the layout than Nemesis Reborn does. Nemesis Reborn only loses the pacing for one moment near the end, and then it just quickly goes. You know, it's only like the top hat on stealth, it's over really quick. This does lose the pace near the beginning, and then it picks it up at the end, so it's like the opposite of Nemesis. It is smoother, it does have some good sustained force. I don't think I grey out as much as I do on Nemesis a lot of the time. Nemesis Reborn back row is still the best. But you know, this is my number 4 coaster, and that's my ranking secured as well. So Nemesis Inferno, good coaster. It's solid. It's not... Nemesis is so special to me, and so Stealth actually. Obviously Icon's in the middle of those, because Icon's just longer, and yeah, that has a bit of a rattle though. You know, Stealth has a bit of a rattle. I don't mind rattles. But yeah, that was silky smooth. This and Swarm, older B&M coasters. Not very old, but older than what you're getting now, and they are a lot smoother. I am noticing that after doing Mandrill Mayhem. Yeah, but it's... Yeah, I can't say anything else. You know, as you go around the corkscrews, it really does pick up the speed, and it's like the opposite of Nemesis. It's like the inverse pattern of the ride. But the force isn't as intense as it feels on Nemesis, on the Helix. It's because you go down that tiny drop, but then you're just picking up speed constantly, and it whips you into the 0G, and it's like, yeah, John Wardley feels like he's defying physics with the drop on Nemesis, whereas this is quite a standard first element with the loop and everything. But yeah, there we go, my baby over there. Yeah. Then Tidal Wave. great water ride, and the queue's not that long for it. It's weird because it's a hot day, but it is a Sunday, and people have started to leave the park now. Honestly, I got drenched on that and the bridge afterwards, because I thought, yeah, I'm not going to make it over the bridge. So I got wet more on my back on the ride because I was bracing for the drop, but then on the bridge it was more everywhere kind of thing, more up front though. So I overall, but with the breeze and stuff, they're not running these are like mist machines that cool you down. I have seen these running earlier, but yeah, I feel like I definitely need to dry off my camera with something because it got wet when I was trying to film. Well, I got my camera out so I could do this bit, and then it got soaked on the thing, but it's fine. I mean, I'm recording this bit. But yeah, I mean, it's really smooth, the drop. It's great. It's a great area, I must say, and the music. I really like the music, 50s and 60s music. Always playing around here, and yeah, fantastic water ride. Like I said, I think, to be honest, I didn't get as wet as I do on Stormforce 10 on the backwards drop, or even Valhalla, because I think if I did Valhalla without a poncho, I think I'd still get wetter, but it was because I was bracing for it and leaning forward a bit, I think. But in terms of overall with the splash, I almost like tripped someone over because I was sort of stepping back, and then someone walked forwards, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna get this, and it came over that side. I thought I was safe not being in the building, but yeah, you just see it coming towards you, and then yeah, I've got, with the ride and after the ride, I'm just as wet as I would be on Stormforce 10 or Valhalla. So yeah, now I'm going to do Hyperia to get a bit of a spin dry, because I'm not paying like whatever £4 for the dryers. I assume it's £4. It is a Toxicator. Yeah, there's no point, so I'm going to get a spin dry on Hyperia. Right then, I think time for Hyperia. I don't know if it will be my last ride or not. And I'll check the single rider. Should be too bad. And yeah, I am looking forward to it because I think maybe my perspective will change on it this time. And maybe I'll understand why everyone loves it so much. But yeah, I mean, it does look stunning. Like, this view, I remember seeing Saw the Ride was open last time, and seeing, and it just looked different because I walked down here a lot from what I remember. Never got to the Colossus though last time, so I've got my last Intamin in the UK. And yeah, I don't know how I'd rank them. I think Stealth's my favourite Intamin. Stealth is my number 3 in the UK now. Well, of all time, to be, you know. Yeah, Stealth, and then 6 still, I think. Gold Rush. Where do I put Gold Rush? That's my number 3, I think. And then this, my number 4. Then this, I think. And then 13. Oh wow, where does Wave go? I think I'll put Wave above this because Wave's got great restraints. Then this, and 13, and that's a shot. No, put 13 above this, maybe. But then I said this was quite close to 6, didn't I? And really, why should there be a massive gap between them? Maybe this is my number 4 then. And then Gold Rush. And then 13. I do prefer Gold Rush to 13. 13 is great though, there's not a bad Intamin. Oh, Rita. I think Rita then 13. But it's extremely close. It's just shut, it's tested. My period's open though. But yeah, I've got to get a spin dry, although I'm already drying off. Like, I got drenched and I'm already drying off. That's how hot it is. Samurais. I might fit in Samurai. That doesn't look as bad as Vortex did. Yeah, I don't know, I just felt, 5 minutes. I might just see if I can squish Samurai in after doing Hyperia. So yeah, let's see if the hype is real this time. Okay, I'm going to risk this. It looks like it's not too bad. I might get struck, and it's only just down the stairs a little bit past the merge point. So let's do it. Okay, so you know what? I think that might be my second favourite now. Stealth's still my baby. But yeah, that was actually a lot better that time. I was on the front row of car 3, and yeah, to be honest, I enjoyed it a lot more. I greyed out a lot on the. So it's this element here, which is, I don't really know what you call it really, because it's not like an Immelman exactly, because it kind of banks outward on the top. Yeah, I really greyed out. I really got proper tunnel vision for a few seconds there. But you know me, I like sort of sustained forces. It was a lot better. Some people were saying they got headache after it because the G-force. It is a coaster you can feel the G's a lot more than others. But yeah, like it was definitely better that time, and I think I've secured my top 3 coasters here now. I think that is just top swarm, but Stealth's still my number 1. Yeah, and the main queue's only on 25 minutes. I think I waited about 15 in the single rider. It felt quick. They weren't neglecting it or anything. It was good. Probably not too much difference, to be honest, in terms of if I'd have done the main queue. But yeah, like it is a great coaster. It feels a lot more intense that time. Probably just because it's warmed up all day. But yeah, I did properly. That was like a true grey out there, where I started to get. It only lasts a few seconds. If you ever get that on a coaster, it normally only lasts like a few seconds on there. But yeah, it is great, and I honestly I still enjoy it. You know, I don't mind when I grey out. It's weird, I don't mind when I grey out on a coaster at all. But I do on flat, because flat rides you grey out for a really long period of time sometimes. But on this, you know it's going to be over. And there are some other forceful elements, but I don't properly get tunnel vision like that. So yeah, it just shows its intense really. Just from the G-forces. But right then I'm going to the Samurai, which they've shut this extended queue now. It says 5 minutes, so why not? Why ever not? A new flat ride as well. I've never done a Mondale Top Scan because there's not many left, especially in the UK. And there we go. My last ride at Thorpe Park, Samurai. It was good. Look, that was genuinely fun, enjoyable, my type of flat ride. I did get some good hang time and inversions. It's a good whip. Yeah, that is my last ride here, but I've got so much in. And funny, that should have been. Oh, Samurai. That could have been my last ride last time if Saw hadn't have been a long queue, or if it had single rider at the time, because Saw's single rider you get straight on. Yeah, honestly, Samurai, yeah, it's whippy, but really, really smooth. It's genuine. It's probably one of the smoothest flat rides, if not I've ever done. Like genuinely, and yeah, good hang time, good whip. That sort of stalls at the top for a bit. That's when you get the best hang time. But a Mondale Top Scan, there we go. Apparently the one at Barry Island's really intense. Obviously I've never been there. Apparently it is, I don't know. I mean, I could jump in the queue again for Samurai if I wanted to, but yeah, I'll do it tomorrow though. I think I will do it tomorrow. I want to get my stealth resin. But yeah, the highlight of today, stealth, yeah. Hyperia, that second ride, I enjoyed it a lot more. Yes, I greyed out, but honestly on coasters, I greyed out on Millennium. I greyed out on that the first time. I grey out on Nemesis, you know. With a coaster, it's not a prolonged thing, it's just, oh, God, what's happening? And then you're like, oh, okay. So, yeah, Colossus is weird. It said, I mean, obviously the park's shut now, but it's still running empty trains. I know that it said it was on 5 minutes, but it was only testing, which was weird. But yeah, anyway, maybe I should do a more review tomorrow, but yeah, basically Stealth, the Hyperia Swarm, and other things have been good, like Ghost Train and Walking Dead and the dark rides. Walking Dead I did twice, because why not? I did the Mr. Monkey's Banana Boat as well, which, you know, it's similar to the Blade, kind of. You know, the Blade shouldn't have been a junior one, but it was. whereas that is supposed to be a junior one, so it is better than the Blade, because it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. But yeah, I've definitely enjoyed it more than this time, because it shows it is possible to do all coasters in the same day, and loads of other things as well. It's just that, obviously, last time I came it was really, really busy. I can't remember what day it was now. It was on a Saturday. I think it was on a Saturday, and today's a Sunday, and obviously tomorrow's a Monday. Apparently, according to the queue times and things, because you can look at the queue times at this park, I don't think it's that bad on Mondays, because I've been checking them all week, as I always do, when I come to a park. And honestly, not bad. And I don't know how many rides I've got, including that one re-ride. Well, actually, no, two. A re-ride on Stealth, a re-ride on Hyperia, and Walking Dead. So, yeah, and obviously now I've done, apart from Colossus, all the coasters here twice between the two visits I've had. And obviously tomorrow, and because I'm staying in the Thorpe Sharp cabins, 2 hours of fast track tomorrow morning, which means that hopefully I'll get back on Hyperia and Colossus and Stealth and things, as well as, like, well, Soar I don't really need it, to be honest. But, because of the single rider. But Storm Surge, I'm definitely going to use it, because it's the only chance I'll get to go on it, because it's gets massive queues, because the throughput's really low. And other things like Rumba Rapids, Quantum, Rush, things I haven't done today. But yeah, great way to end with Samurai, better than Vortex. I didn't like Vortex, I felt really nauseous near the end. And the restraints are a bit clunky, but then it's the same as Maelstrom. I think knowing what to expect this next time, it'd be fine. I probably would do it again, but just not tomorrow. Samurai I'll do again though. Yeah, really good, just really good. I'm glad I've enjoyed this. And Chessington is always busy, no matter when you go, because the throughputs aren't great, because there's not many rides there, capacity eaters and stuff. But in terms of, this is like when I've enjoyed Alton Towers, and when it's been quiet. It's been busy, but I've made it so I've got on all the rides with short queues, which is great, really.